Hi, good day everyone. My name is Sigustia Yuwinda Pramadevi and you can call me Winda. Winda. In this video, I would like to share what I have learned during one semester in TFL class. For me, TFL has been one of the most interesting and meaningful courses. Before taking this class, I thought teaching English was simply about explaining vocabulary or grammar in front of the classroom. However, after learning TFL, I realized that becoming an English teacher is much more challenging than I had imagined. Before we even start teaching, we need to think carefully about the student. We have to choose the right teaching method, prepare suitable learning activities, manage the classroom effectively, and make sure that every lesson leads students to achieve the learning goals. From Prof. Lokita class, I learned many teaching approaches and methods, such as natural approach, competency-based language teaching or CBLT, grammar translation method, silent way, and many others. At the first, I thought these were just theories. However, as I continue learning, I realized that every method has its own purpose and should be used based on student characteristics, learning needs, and classroom situation. This taught me that there is no single perfect method for teaching English. A good teacher is someone who knows when and how to use the most appropriate approach. Besides mastering teaching method, I also learned that teachers should be professional, dedicated, patient, and able to communicate well with their student. Without these qualities, it would be difficult for students to feel motivated and successfully achieve the learning objective. Then, in Mr. Eka class, I had the opportunity to apply to theory-stroke teaching practice. This was the moment when I realized that teaching is very different from simply understanding the theory. One of our first activity was designing a teaching strategy based on picture. My group received a picture of rainbow cake and we decided to teach a procedure text and to tell how to make a rainbow cake. From this activity, I learned that meaningful learning can be begin with the simple things around us. Even an ordinary picture can become an interesting teaching medium when teachers know how to design creative learning activities. Another memorable experience was when I designed an innovative strategy for teaching listening skill. I used audio recording about daily activities and create listening tests for junior high school students. After presenting my strategy, I received valuable feedback that listening activities can also use video. This feedback opened my mind and showed me that there are always many ways to teach the same skill. As a future teacher, we should never stop learning, improving, and exploring new teaching ideas. Looking back on this semester, I can honestly say that TFL has changed the way I see teaching. It has shown me that teaching English is not simply about transferring knowledge, it is about understanding students, creating meaningful learning experiences and helping them grow with confidence. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Prof. Lakita and Mr. Eka. Thank you for guidance, patience, and dedication throughout this semester. Because of your teaching, I have gained not only knowledge but also new perspective on what it truly means to become an English teacher. I believe TFL has not only prepared me to teach English, but it also inspired me to become a teacher who continues to learn, reflect on every experiences, and always put student at the center on the learning process. I think that's all that I say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.